God damn it! Oh my god, the value of the cards they're taking from me! Oh, it's too valuable. The comedy of the fact they are on just the right amount of... Actually, no! They can't use Sej... If Sej Vlad is who they've got in hand, they can't actually use that. Because, like, they can use gameplay, but they can't use Sej Vlad. So it's like I'm almost more inclined to let this live because I want this to live. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN channel with another deck for you today. This one, the Tide of Stats deck, which is an insanely stupid deck, really funny, really like crazy core concept. But I will just say this, and I have to go big screen for this. This is how important this is. Okay, technically there is an infinite loop that can happen with this deck, but I do not condone it and don't do it because that's a bastard thing to do. Especially the hold hostage. This deck actually has the ability to give you what you need for lethal without needing to resort to infinite combo in terms of just like. But if you're gonna lose the game gracefully. Okay, don't do it. Don't be a bastard. That being said, let's get into this. So, this is what this deck is trying to do. The actual core concept of this deck is using that new card, Avatar of the Tides, which every single time that you use a spell, it gives you another spell which costs 3 or less. Now, the combo that goes on in this deck is actually using Nami and Admiral Shelly, and what we want to be doing is we want to be using potentially at least one of our promising futures on top of the Akshan landmark when you get down to Warlord's Palette, Warlord's Horde, because we want to be using the Font of Power, which draws 2 cards and makes everything cost 1 less this round. If we can do that, we make, and like I said, if we use the Promising Future, we are making everything cost 2 less this round. Obviously, there are ways that you can do it where you could get that to happen again, and you could actually get 3 things, and that's where I mean the infinite loop and infinite combo can go on with this, because obviously all the spells that's going to be created are 3 or less, so if you get past 3, every single spell that gets created you can use again, and you get another spell, blah 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 blah. As I said, that is the infinite combo, but do not do that. Do not do that because it's not necessary. And as I said, honestly, I do not condone holding anyone hostage on the ladder. That's not what the game is about. The game is about having fun and coming up with crazy concepts like this. So what you want to be doing is that then once you get down the cost of all those spells, if you've got Nami or if you've got Fleet Admiral Shelly on the board, we need to remember is it's every time you cast 2 spells, not just this round. It is every time you cast 2 spells in a round, you get this, which is actually correct. When you look at the wording, it does say every time you cast 2 spells in a round, meaning that it should technically only happen once. So maybe that is actually a bug, so maybe they do need to change that. But the main one is Nami. Every single time that you're using a spell, you start buffing everyone up. So by getting yourself this on the board, getting the cost of those spells going down, you are actually like continuously throwing spells out, which means that now he's going to be buffing up your elusives, be they the Burblefish, be they Shelly, be they which is that Sprayford, but also they could be buffing up Akshan, which means that if you use Absolution and give yourself that Overwhelm, yet again, that's lethal in there as well. And also those spells are going to cost 0, meaning that, like, yet again, those are spells which are going to be going in and helping towards which are like a Nami buffing people as well. So that is the crazy combo this deck is going for. So most of the time what you're trying to do with this deck is just try to survive until you get leveled up Akshan on the board, and until you get that Warlord's Palace down to when it's about to pop. You want to try to get Avatar of the Tides out, because that's where the idea is going. But this deck actually sometimes works without that, because if you get Admiral Shelly or Nami onto the board and it goes down, you can still get a number of spells going off and a number of buffs going on without actually needing this. This is just for that crazy, like if all else fails, like it's your last ditch attempt to get all those spells out. This is not the perfect deck by any means. I do feel like this deck still does need some changes, but it was really funny. It worked out quite well for me. You'll see the combo going on at some point during all of this while I'm talking. This was actually a combo which I did against the AI, so it wasn't a person who was subjected to this. It was a combo I did against the AI, where I still found lethal even though I didn't have Shelly or the Admiral on the board. It can be quite a crazy deck with how much it can pop off with these things. So just bear in mind there is always a person at the other end of your game's an opponent, so just don't be too prickish to them. But if you can come up with a way of getting lethal, then you know at least you're doing that. But anyway, without any further ado, shameless plug time. Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. Obviously, you can catch me over on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Sadly, these games were not streamed live because I haven't really been streaming that much this week because I've had other responsibilities, looking after the puppy and other things going on around the house. But there is the Discord link down below. There is also the tournament, the Bandle Bonanza tournament that we are organising that will be going down on the 2nd and 3rd of October. So if you're in the European Shard, make sure that you get involved in that. It'd be a good laugh. It's got some great little like rules that go with it in terms of the fact that only Yordle champions can be involved. Every deck at least has to have 6 Yordles in it, and it's like crazy in terms of all that. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's also a £150 prize pool for that tournament, so if you want to go check that out, the link will be down below. But also, if you enjoy yourself at any point, want to consider subscribing. But thank you all so much. Let's get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matches. Good old Sejuani gameplay. You see them nabbing the crap out of my cards, I'm sure. Okay, right, apart from Burble Fish, I'll keep the rest of this hand. Even getting a second Akshan, I'll take that. This is gonna be a hard fought match. This deck has like proven itself time and time again in the meta. It's gonna be hard to smash our way through. Especially when they start off with that kind of an open. Okay.
Bingo.
All I can do is at least that's a trade-off. I'll accept. I kind of, as much as he wants to throw Akshan down, which is a big part of me. Okay, I've got multiple of them now, fine as step. I don't mind if he dies now. I was gonna say, like, if before it was I could have problems if he dies, but now I will accept his death. Because they go forward, most likely just with Jagged Butcher, because they know that they're going to be getting the kick to my core regardless because of the Corsair. Okay. I need to be trying to do something for Nami, so we'll do this. Ask how much! Okay. So I'm trying to help her out.
Don't want to die?
Don't do terrible things. I do have a -2.
I'm not greedy.
My friends, though. It's a lot of nabbing that's going on. Okay. Part of me's thinking, do I want to go for draw? But now part of me's also thinking, I kind of need to work on getting my mana up for her. Not the worst plan. Of course. So we still lose Akshan, but we do have another Akshan in the hand. It's obviously not the idealist way of things being, but it's okay. I'll accept. He says. Oh, my avatar of the tide! Okay. Ooh, they do not go forward! That's actually the biggest surprise. Okay. So. Let's throw down Akshan and just level the man up.
We are what we do.
So, I'm going to get to a point now where it's once this hits the ground, I want the Avatar of the Tide to be on the board. And I want leveled up Nami to be on the board as well. And hopefully, more than just her on the board. It's going to be the plan. What? How comes they've stolen all of my value? Every point of value that I have, it is taken. Okay. Let's throw you out right now. So, damage goes in. They're now going to be getting those... It's the fact they're getting the value of Avatar of the Tide. Oh, so many cards coming out of me.
What's the water like down there, guys?
Okay. Nami still needs quite a bit. I can obviously use this and get a draw, which is at least something. I see now they're just going to be getting like this stupid value off of this card. Counterfeit copies, maybe making more Gangplanks or Sejuani's. One of the things is getting made like loads more copies of. Which is what we want to be doing. We want Nami or Shelly on the board to let that value just soar. Entrapment. Okay, so I don't know what one they're going to hit. Or do I get to see? I never get to remember whether you get to see which one they hit. Okay. So, I'll take the draw, please. And I will definitely be taking Bone Skewer. Okay. I can actually Bone Skewer the Sand Charger to make sure that the avatar of the tide dies. I do have that option if I were that way inclined.
You made choices.
I kind of want my mana to make sure that I can use this. I will accept. Better. I kind of want my mana to make sure that I can use Fire Spirit.
Gently, gently.
God damn it! Oh my god, the value of the cards they've taken from me! Oh, it's too valuable. The comedy of the fact they are on just the right amount of... Actually, no! They can't use Sej... If Sejuani see they've got in hand, they can't actually use that. Because, like, they can use gameplay, but they can't use Sejuani. So it's like I'm almost more inclined to let this live because I want it to live. So that they can't.
Watch your head.
So they can't. They can never develop Sejuani. Okay. We throw down this. And, yeah, that just gets rid of a multitude of my problems. They're gonna die at the end of the turn anyway. I could block them and kill them, but... that's fine. It does mean losing Akshan, which is actually a big shame. But, sadly, he must be lost for the greater good. Okay, so...
there's plenty of killing left.
Nami actually levels herself up as well, which is quite nice. So, Nami levels her... I just love the fact that they can never play Sejuani. The best thing about them stealing out of the time. There's no Sej at the moment. Obviously, if they kill us in some way or whatnot, then I do have it to deal with. But at the moment, I don't have to worry about Sejuani. So I'm gonna need more of a board, like, because basically the idea is I want to get this on the board, and potentially if I can hopefully get the Fortune's Pro, wherever the hell the one is, which gives you double trouble, double whatever. Those are the words. At least I got heals from that as well, which is quite nice. Okay. This is fine because it's on my attack turn, so I don't mind. I don't mind this. Still taking damage. It's the comedy that they can just, while this is here, they can never play Sejuani, and that just fills me with joy. Please be Sej. Out of both champions, be Sejuani because they can't play. Okay. I want to get my avatar of the tides up. I should really probably wait one more turn to throw this out, but I'm going to throw it out now. Okay, so that was not Gangplank. The communists have leveled that they can actually throw out Gangplank. It's just Sej they can't do anything with while this is on the board. I can't just want to keep this alive. This is like help. This is just indirectly helping me out so much. Okay. So next turn I want to be activate. Like I want to activate this next turn if I can find the card, which obviously ideally I'll find Promising Future or whatever it's called this turn. It's probably not going to happen, but ideally that would be what I'd want to happen. Of course it doesn't happen, but I can still throw down Shelly. Both of them I still didn't get, which I still didn't get the Promising Future I was after, but Shelly will do. I probably should have kept that. I probably should have kept that ability of using the thing. Okay. I'd question: do I just leave this? Actually, this is the stupidity of this. Do I just leave this? And then next turn, like go off on like a really crazy move. I'll throw this out as well. But I kind of actually just want to wait until next turn and just go off on a really crazy move next turn. I've got a lot of spells in hand. Yeah. No! No! It was about everything was coming together for the actual move that I was planning to pull. No! Because the buffs were about to go insane on Shelly. So I'm very upset that we didn't get to see that go off, because that was gonna be amazing for Shadow Mode to my opponent. I'll keep posting it, but Sej Vlad might end up being a problem. I'm so glad that my opponent in that last game used the Avatar of the Tides. It was just like, just cut them down so much. Okay. Because obviously, yeah, Vlad could be played on 5. I should probably have just passed in order to just help Nami out.
Let me show you what I can do.
Okay, so they're probably going to immediately go forward. Okay, no.
Probably.
Might as well develop this. Yet again, I know that I should be saving the mana, but I can wait till the late game for that.
I love a
That
taste
plan.
of the action.
I know. I was gonna say, you know for a fact that transfusion's gonna be in that hand. Okay. Everyone on Akshan!
We'll see which one of us is
Prepared
stronger,
for
Akshan.
Akshan.
Met?
Okay. I've got double shaped stone.
In and out.
Come here, darling.
I can convince myself that although they can freeze. Oh, okay. You may be able to do these moves, but were you expecting these moves? Now, admittedly, that's a lot of buffs, and this kind of a move could have been used later on to help me kill Vladimir or somebody, but I will accept. I probably should not have accepted, but I will accept. That's what I was looking for in the last game with the Avatar of the Tides. Okay, that's the plan anyway. Hopefully we can do it. My opponent is, can still have Scorched Earth. That's the only downside is the potential of Scorched Earth. Ooh, Shelly. Shelly, come on down. Okay. Just gonna save that mana for Nami. Ooh, Shelly, come on down. Probably should have done a move first.
I like your style. I like your face.
Okay, I do have moves that I could use.
Rob 'em blind.
I do have moves that I could use.
Will you be quiet?
I was actually expecting transfusion, but you know, you get what you get. Okay, so next turn, Akshan's gonna level.
Feeds my fire.
Oh, do I be that guy who just does that just so that that's not a problem anymore? They've used one freeze already. They could have another freeze or something. Like they do have moves which could get them out of this, in all honesty. But that's fine. That's fine. Level for Akshan! Because it means they can't play that this turn. They can play it next turn, but they can't play that this turn. Obviously, we might see Sej, or we might see Vladimir himself start to make an appearance at some point in the very near future. But it's okay. He says.
Advent, come here.
Okay.
Hello, dear.
Hello, dear.
You must
Okay.
you have time.
I'll think about it.
Cool eye badge.
I mean, we've got lots going on with the
I will run you over.
We've got lots going on. I just need to hope I find the moves that I am after.
Villains beware.
Okay. Yet again, problems can come up the wing wang.
see what you can do.
I will accept these. I will accept these consequences, but they work favorably for me. Scar Grounds does not work favorably for me. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna throw that down on top of this. Okay, how close is it? So this would actually level Nami, which is okay. I don't really want to bone skewer off of this, but it is the best op. It's because I don't really want that to be the top card of the deck, but it is the best. I guess I could have gone off of Akshan, and that would have, I guess, like, you know, helped level that. And like, again, Akshan out again is never a bad thing, but let's buff him up instead. Okay.
Cool eye patch.
You like it?
It's not the most ideal situation. Kneel before Vladimir Blub. Okay.
I'd never keep my guests.
They could have more Vladimir Blues in the situation. Oh, I wish I had time which targeted my own stuff right now. Sadly, I don't. Okay, I'll wait. I do have this, which obviously they're going to be taking that damage and going tough. This is not ideal. this is not ideal as what I'd want to be doing with my turn. But I'll do this. The problem is that Akshan might die here, which yeah, again is not ideal. And one of my Shellys might die. But it's on it. Transfusions all round. Transfusions all round! Okay. So, on the only plus side out of all of this, there isn't really one. Anyway, let's go. Vladimir is getting himself up there.
Keep up, keep up.
Okay. Potential. Okay. So,
Fate is what I make.
fate is what I make. If only I could use these so I could get down the thing, but that's fine. I'll work with that. The buffs! They cometh! The Billy Big buffs. I mean, obviously I would have loved Avatar of the Tides, because Avatar of the Tides would have just made this, like, you know, even more insane, but... there you are, sadly. Too far away from me right now. Too far away from me to actually massively help me out. But Shelly's still here. Shelly's... ah, there's the shadow mode to my opponent. We could have gone into Nami and then we would have got the Nami buffs as well. We could have then created so many spells. But shadow mode to my opponent. That's what this deck is about. I've got a way of grabbing potentially their Poppy or their Fizz. I've got the ways of trying to activate and help level Akshan. I mean, maybe I should be just trying to go massively all in for find Akshan in the first hand, but I'm okay with this. He says. He says, and then maybe one day he'll believe it himself. Okay. Luckily enough, they haven't really built too much of a board up yet. But obviously, there's like Bandle Tree is a thing. We've actually got nothing which counters Bandle Tree immediately, so not the best.
Let's go. Grab my hat.
Okay, throw down you because you just like our defense against Maya if they were to go forward. I'd rather I could have. I guess Maya does help out them a lot. I think to myself, do I want to Merciless Hunter you? And a big part of me is saying no.
Go get the shiny taboo.
I just want to see if they drop Poppy, because this is the turn they could drop Poppy. Nope, 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 they don't. Instead,
That's not ours.
losing Shelly is quite big. Okay. Losing Shelly is not the end of the world. So I want to be grabbing Poppy or Fizz, but I can very easily grab the Maya. The Maya needs to die as well. Could actually throw down a Shaped Stone.
We're rolling.
So I can get this trade off good if I wanted to.
That's right.
And I can I guess as well, I could throw this on top of you and shape stone to get this pass, but pokey stick is just a thing, so pokey stick is massively a thing, so I'm just okay with this. I would accept this trade-off. Okay. Kind of want Akshan to get through this alive. Because I can throw Akshan down, but if I throw Akshan down, I can't even use...
Made it.
But I guess I do have shape stone. I've got double shape stone. I've just lost my burblefish. It's fine. Do I want to... Actually, yeah, I'm going to throw you down.
We're not taking it. We're taking it.
Because this is at least going to help out. Sod it.
We'll see which one of us.
I mean, I
is
should
stronger,
really be trying to help Nami level. Like that. That should be a priority as well. Because I need Shelly or Nami on the board. Oh, why? Okay. So, that's not ideal. That's not ideal.
Fine. Scum.
Okay.
Not a chance.
So, what's this? I could throw down a shape stone, but I'd rather wait. Wait until I can get my boy activated. Okay. Sort of just immediately go out. Immediately go out, hope they use some mana, and then from that point, they could just always have another way of killing these. That's the thing, like, as long as they've got landmark counter, there's not a lot I can really do. Because my whole deck is aimed towards, like, getting these landmarks where I need them to.
This requires my largest official hat.
Okay. Let's go and try to kill... Try to kill him. Because the mayor is a devastation. I mean, I know that I really want to be using these kind of moves on Poppy, but you gotta pick your battles, I guess. Okay. I could throw down a treasure seeker. If they throw down another unit, I feel like I have to throw down a treasure seeker. Because if they throw down Poppy, I feel bad. It's more just the fact that they can just throw down back, because I believe that's the Bandle Tree deck, right? Or is that just the deck which focuses on just going wide? It's got to be a Bandle Tree deck. I really can't remember it well enough to remember whether or not it's a Bandle Tree deck or not.
Please don't kill me, Akshan.
Okay. So I could throw down the treasure. It really depends. If they develop one more, I feel I have to develop. But if they don't, I'd rather save the mana and kind of help Nami out. Which I could, I guess, throw her out next turn if I really want to. She is more my backline, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So.
This mama is a beast mama.
Gently, gently.
Throw down you. If they throw down Poppy, just throw down Waking Sands. It's not a bad move. I can always get rid of my... Not my landmark for a second time! That's fine. He doesn't die from this. It'd be the pokey stick if they use pokey stick. It'd be a thing. So... I can play the waiting game. I really should not play the waiting game. I don't know why I'm playing the waiting game. I don't have to play the waiting game. Pokey stick. Okay, right, so... Throw this down. Depends on whether or not they throw a second pokey stick. Ah! The second stick of poking! Yeah. So... You still live, Akshan! You still live! And then we throw down Nami as well, just because we can.
This isn't a game, Fizz. The Mirai need my help.
So, all I've got to do... All one must do is survive! Okay. Yep, so we're not going to level now, but we're going to get her quite close to leveling, so... It's not the worst thing. Yeah. I'll go getting her close to leveling. Akshan he's so close. He's nearly there. Okay, so I do have this, which can also give me some heals as well. which is never a bad decision. I'm going to go for the immediate attack first, though, I feel. I might end up regretting this because this opens up chances for, what's his face? Okay, or not. I was going to say this opens up chances for them to throw down, why can't I think of names right now? The mini-morph, that's the word. Mini-morph to stop Akshan from leveling. I mean, to be fair, like, the whole idea is to get Akshan to level and then use what's-his-face, but it can also work with Nami leveling as well. Like, the Tide, Avatar of the Tides. It's the move we're going for.
Look, a thing.
Elf, that's not ours.
Why is it always Shelly? You monster! Okay. I swear this is the second time. That's not the second Shelly we've lost. I believe our deck only runs 2 Shellys. Okay. It's not ideal losing her. I'm not gonna lie.
One jump ahead of you.
Losing Nami is never a good thing. We've got more in the deck. We're gonna hopefully level Akshan right now. Which just means that we just need to find Avatar of the Tides, and then I think that we've lost all of our Shellys, but if we find another Nami or something, that's what we're after. Okay, Nami is here.
Yoink.
So, sod this noise, let's throw her out.
Nami,
Okay, she levels herself! It's okay, we'll make it work! This is not exactly working the way that I need it to exactly work, but it is still working enough. It's working enough that we'll make this work. Okay. If this can randomly somehow hit... Okay, I mean, I was really hoping that I was going to hit like this. I mean, I say hit Fizz. They could always have a spell that could counteract it. Okay. Akshan. Ooh, okay, right. Now at least I can get some spells. I still need Avatar of the Tides. Like, Avatar of the Tides is who I massively am after now. Because Avatar of the Tides can just make all these stuff go pop, 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 pop. Obviously, if you have Shelly on the board as well, that's where the major, of course. Of course. And that's the level up on Fizz as well. Which means we are 2 Namis down, by the way. That's what that also means.
like a fish in water.
On the plus side, there's a lot of
adventure time.
Okay. On the plus side, I do have a number of these that might be able to help me. The reason we do that is just because that now means that we can immediately remove her from the board if they were so inclined to go forward. Okay. So.
Gotta go with the flow.
I really wish I had Nami back. I really wish I had Nami back. I can still get past this.
We laugh at death. Ha!
We laugh at death. Ha 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 ha! I do also have Bone Skewer as well. So yeah, force them to use like all of their damagey like spells up. I'm happy to make them do so. And then Bone Skewer! Or hopefully we save Akshan's life. Make them use all of those things up. Okay, let's go forward. Sod it. Might as well go forward with you, I guess. And you know what? Make it a full house.
Go away.
I don't mind making them lose Fizz. I've got the ability to overwhelm. I might as well use the overwhelm to also kill this unit. As well as I guess it does mean that this does live. I could have put the overwhelm on top of this to force more damage into my opponent, but I will take this for now. I really need to find, like, the thing is, like, this needs Nami, this needs Shelly, and this needs Avatar of the Tide, none of which we've found, but we're just working. So by playing Akshan, we immediately get this warlords to pop. I could also make this pop before. If I really wanted to, I could throw down an Absolver, but I feel like I wait until my attack turn. The Overwhelm might actually end up being the difference between life and death in this match. So, it's not too bad. They've used, I believe, 2 of their Scorched Earths. They used 1 on my first landmark, and they used 1 to kill 1 of the Namis, I believe, from what I remember. Okay. So, I'm gonna throw Akshan down Sonnet. I could have, like, obviously done the spell shield if I really wanted to. I'm okay with this, he says. Okay. I only got. There's Avatar of the Tides! See, this is where Avatar of the Tides comes in if Nami's on the board or Shelly's on the board, and if you discount these cards, because if you can do it twice, that's when this just really pops up with Nami and Shelly. Sadly, I have neither of them. Okay. Oh, I can't do anything about Bandle Tree. Shadow Mode. I've got nothing. I believed it was a Bandle Tree deck. Shadow Mode to my opponent. I can't do anything about that, sadly. Okay, so we're against Teemo Caitlyn. I decided to keep I decided to keep my elusive, but I am gonna be in trouble as is evidenced here.
I'll scout ahead.
Because I can't throw down an elusive until at least turn 4, and that's plenty of time to throw a bunch of shrooms at me. Ooh, ye be Ward! Ye be Ward coming to save the day! Literally, that is unbelievably lucky, and I'm so glad it's here.
Step lightly.
Okay, I'll take this trade-off. But I am so unbelievably lucky and happy that we hit Ye be Ward out of all the 1-cost spells. Okay. The question now is whether or not I want to just leave this to get the mana. Okay, because I guess like it does do a lot for Nami. It does make a lot of sense.
Good people don't.
I could have thrown down Zap's Brayfin to make sure that I had a Teemo counter,
This is justice.
but I'm okay with this. They knew that we probably had a Absolver. Do I want to throw... I'm throwing this down for the pure purpose of saving the mana to go into this. I don't really want to throw you down, but for the pure purpose of saving the mana. Plus, I guess we've got 2 Burble Fish in hand, so it does make kind of sense on that front. Okay. Secure me tails, started I! I can ride it. That at least means if they wanted to throw Teemo down, that Teemo's gonna be vulnerable. I mean, they can still go forward with these. There's not really stopping them from doing that. Okay. We throw down Avatar of the Time. I kind of want to use 1 point of mana, because that way throwing down Nami means that... Like, throwing down Nami once you use at least 1 point of mana is damn good.
This will be
True. I mean... So they're just doing this to plant. Okay. So they want to plant that because they want to hopefully try to decimate my board. I can understand where this is going now. Okay. Throw down. You cannot run from absolution. Okay. So that at least means now that Nami's gonna level. Whatever good that does. I mean, I've got a lot of shrooms coming. They could just have another mastermind in hand, right? Which they're just gonna play and smash, which is like force a bum ton of damage in on me. That could also happen. Ooh, Shelly. Shelly is good. Shelly, out of... Like, the picture is starting to come together. The picture that I want is starting to come together piece by piece, but there are also a bunch of shrooms, and a big part of my move is a draw spell thing, but I guess actually we haven't even leveled up the first Warlord's Palace yet, so we're years away from that plan.
Oh, that's a harvest right there.
Okay. Well, plus side, I guess I could actually throw down Fire Spirit. We are now suddenly getting a lot of shrooms in the deck that will be triggering twice. A big part of me's like, we use this! I could throw down... No, I'll leave the Purple Fish in hand for the time being. I might end up regretting this, so I do know that obviously there's Flash Bombs, which could make problems. That's a lot of that. Oh, then... He lives! Okay. She has been leveled up. Let's level Akshan, because you cannot run from absolution!
Talk is worthless. We are what we do.
Okay, we might as well do this right now. This makes too much sense not to do. I really would consider playing the Avatar of the Tides right now, but I've got other moves which are required of me. Okay. So I can use Predict. It's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of things going on. It's mostly this which is my current problem. Okay, we're going to draw. Predict and draw into... The problem is the draw might end up being a big misstep. Okay, we're taking over Fleet Admiral Shelly, which... Okay. I'll take the damage, mostly because I have no other option but to take the damage. Okay, big overwhelms. I swear whether or not now we just get to throw down. I really wish I had another spell. I mean, I guess actually we can make another spell with a second Burblefish. Do I just put Burblefish on top of Burblefish? Just send a message. I guess actually I could put Burblefish on top of, like, as much of me doesn't want to do this, that's still years away from being able to do anything. So... we do that, throw this down, and Shelly just gives everyone like that extra buff coming in from Shelly there. And then Shadow Bolt to my opponent. Even Akshan in there just to finish it, but Shadow Bolt to my opponent. That's what this deck can do. We even hit luck. I'm gonna use my base now. Not that it means anything, but Shadow Bolt to my opponent. See, look, the combinations, we can make this deck work through different stupidity. It's fine.
From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.